opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running the counter, Patterson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last. Take in this game.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Patterson. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Patterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One more time with Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Try to run it with Patterson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown, 49ers. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll give it to Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 50, here's Fields. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 25-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. For their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Moore, the man in motion.
throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now it's Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he will have a first down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First down, it's Fields. He hits Mooney. And the ball is knocked down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing again is Fields. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Lance looks to throw again. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's got some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 7, Fields steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on third down, Fields. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They go quickly here out to Moore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Fields throwing again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lance now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Ready?
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Fields. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 61 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
The Lance going to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray,
51 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
it's caught at the 10. A big play that time through the air. 67 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the 49ers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's.